Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Astutara Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Srila Vamana Gosvami Maharaj Evam Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Astutara Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj Anantapati Shashtanga
So my Pravishtam Vishnupada Srila Vamana Maharaj and Sunitala Pravishtam Vishnupada Satarashat Shishman Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj and also to Srila Swami Maharaj. My obeisances also to all the God brothers, the sannyasis, all the mothers, the devotees immersed in the mode of Mahaprabhu, the devotees so eager to listen to Hari Katha. To the feet of everyone, I offer my Dandavat pranams. Please accept my Dandavat. So today, in this great assembly, we are here together gathered, celebrating the Viharaha Mahotsav separation festival. Today, there were the three special pillars of Gaudiya Vedanta Samithi. And especially Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj, Prabhupada was one of these pillars. Another was Nitala Pravishtam Vishnupada Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj, and also Nitala Pravishtam Vishnupada Srila Tarashat Vishnupada Bhakti Vedanta Srila Trivikrama Goswami Maharaj. So we were celebrating the Disappearance Day, Tirabhavati, especially Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj and Nitala Pravishtam Vishnupada Srila Tarashat Srila Trivikrama Goswami Maharaj also. We were celebrating their Disappearance Day today. So we are celebrating the Virahatithi, the Disappearance Day, since early in the morning. We've been hearing about the transcendental life history of our Gurudeva from different speakers and also from different angles of vision. Also we heard about the transcendental life history. We heard their teachings. We heard so many things today, especially Gopikant Prabhu, Pujapada Shripad, Shripad Pujapad Bhakti Vedanta Jamardan Maharaj. He, for many days, he stayed in the association of Gurudeva, Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj. And he told us also many transcendental stories about Gurudeva. 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. I was also sitting with him, and he told me many stories. Because Pujapada Janardhan Maharaj, he came when he was very young, and he served Gurudev so much. So he told me these transcendental stories. I didn't understand exactly the story about the tiger. So, okay. So he told me the story about this lion. Pega o meu iPhone. One time my Guru Padma, when he was young, Paranguru Maharaj told him, there's a saint staying in that forest and you go meet him. So he went to meet the saint, but there was no door in the house of the saint. So he came close by, sat nearby, and then a female tigress came, and also with 2 tiger babies, baby tigers came. The family of the tigers came. 4 people came, tiger, tigress, 2 babies of tiger. So they were, when the Hari Katha was going on, they were sitting, and the tiger was listening to the Katha. And, oh, they have to go also, you go. The saint told the tigers need to go also. So a very long story he told me in the afternoon, he explained me in details. So this kind of transcendental things happen in the life of Vamana Maharaj. At that time, Srila Vamana Maharaj used to preach so much, go to Siliguri, to Assam, to different places. He would not stay for in Devananda Gaudiya Math. And that time also Gurudev Sabir is there? No, so actually, I could not get a physical association with Gurudeva. Still, when Gurudev used to come, I got able to associate with him. Sometimes Gurudev used to tell also his life history to us. Even Gurudev used to tell us stories about ghosts and witches also. He told, I have actually already married so many ghosts. And he used to tell the very interesting stories about ghosts. And then we knew at that time, so we were so eager to listen to these stories. After arati, we would all sit next to Gurudev's feet, and so Gurudev's room, actually there was not the second floor yet that time. The second floor was built after. So Gurudev's room was next to the jackfruit tree. So me and all the new brahmacharis, we were around Gurudeva, sitting around. And then Gurudev used to tell a lot about his life history. Especially, sometimes he would ask beautiful questions. For example, he would say, okay, if you read the Gita already, also you read all the Shastras, means you studied all the Shastras. Gurudev used to say one thing also, look, where the Gita finishes, then the Bhagavatam starts. So, if you read the Gita, you'll know all the philosophy. I remember one or two things Gurudev told me. Where the Gita is defeating the materialism, prakritivad. One time Gurudev asked me, which sloka of the Bhagavad Gita it's defeating the prakritivad, means materialism. So one verse, Maya Dakshina, the Gita, and Gurudeva himself told, whatever I heard from lotus mouth of Gurudeva, I'm telling you, okay? I'll try to tell you. So Gurudeva told, when I was with my mother, I came to perform Navadip Parikrama for the first time. I was maybe Narahari Prabhu. So at that time, Narahari Prabhu was the mother of the temple. Mother of the temple. So all the brahmacharis, Narahari Prabhu used to take care of all of them with so much love and affection. And he used to take care of all the brahmacharis. What do you need? Like seeing everyone's necessities. So that's why he was called the mother, the mother of Gaudiya Math. So Vamana Maharaj, Srila Vamana Maharaj told, I stayed under the guidance of Narahari Prabhu and I did so much service at that time. And especially also I used to cut the sabji, the vegetables. And my Gurudev used to say, how to make nicely a sabji. Everything depends on how you nicely cut the vegetables. And actually, there's an art of how to properly cut the vegetables. Especially the banda gobi, the cabbage. You have to cut so thin. And all same, how to say, very thin and all same thin. All the parts of the cabbage you cut. So, Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada also admitted Srila Gurudeva in the Bhaktivinoda Institute, which was nearby, and told him to study there. One day, it was the month of Shravana and it was raining. And then Narahari Prabhu told Vamana Maharaj, okay, today is raining, there's no need to go to school. Then Srila Vamana Maharaj at that time, he washed his clothes. And then he was only wearing his gamcha and cutting the sabji at that time. Then at that time, the rules in the Gaudiya Math was that each brahmachari had only one dhoti and one kurta only. At that time, they were not given many clothes to the brahmacharis, they wouldn't give. So he had washed his only clothes, and then he was wearing gamcha, and he was cutting the sabji with Narahari Prabhu. Then at that time, Srila Prabhupada, he used to stay in the second floor. Those who have done Navadip Parikrama in Mayapur, they've seen the room of Prabhupada on top, second floor. So Prabhupada came down and he saw Sajjan Sevak, because Vamana Maharaj's name was Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari. But before, his family name was Santosh. So Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari, he was cutting the sabji. Then Prabhupada just said, today you will not go to school. Then my Gurudeva, he was very shy, he would not speak much. He was very shy. So my Gurudeva didn't say anything. Then Narahari Prabhu told, he has washed his clothes, that's why probably there won't be any class today because of the rain, so that's why he didn't go. Prabhupada just said, you should go to school. So how Srila Vamana Maharaj was following the instructions of the Guru. You have to keep the instruction of the Guru in your heart, and not this should be everything for you. So the ideal life of Gurudeva, you see how he was following the instruction of his Guru. So Prabhupada just told him, you should go to school. You should go to school. Go to school. He just said this and left. Prabhupada left that place. Then my Gurudev told, at that time I was thinking, it's desire of Prabhupada that I go to school. Whether the school is open or not, I have to go because his desires that I go. But I've already washed my clothes, so what to do? Then Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada had also given Nrsimha mantra to Gurudev. He had given Nrsimha mantra one time in Mathura. Many times actually my health was very bad, and Gurudeva also gave me the same Nrsimha mantra. Nrsimha mantra is a very powerful mantra, very powerful mantra. So at that time, I prayed to Nrsimha Deva, how can I follow the instruction of Prabhupada? Because Prabhupada told, you must go to school, you should go to school, he told. So I have to follow the instructions of my Guru. I don't need to do anything else, but I need to follow the instruction of my Guru. I don't know anything else. I just need to serve under the guidance of my Guru. Please forgive me. By 2009, here, Gurudeva declared, all my sannyasis, they can give diksha mantra. Nowadays, many people, they are speaking against this. But what I have to do with this? We are following the instruction of the Guru. I have to tell honestly. Maybe we go to hell, no problem. Just like Prahlada Maharaj told. I go to hell for lives and lives, but Prabhu, I want to deliver all the different entities. I'm like this. Maybe some people will say something, what I have to do with this? Gurudev told, this is what matters. It's also written, it's recorded. Even Gurudev has also mentioned the name of some sannyasis. You give Diksha Harinam. Even Gurudev told this. After I go from this world, you give Diksha Harinam or not? You can see, this is in the computer, the tape, the recording is there, you can see. So, if you're qualified or not, we're not seeing this. I don't know if you're qualified or not. Everything is your mercy. If you're not merciful to me, I will cry and give up this body. So for 40 years, we just stayed with Gurudev. So you tell me. So what I want to say is that this is the teaching of Gurudev. So at that time, Gurudev told, I prayed to Nrsimhadeva, please, Prabhupada, give me instruction to go to school. So at that time, I chanted the Nrsimha mantra. And after some time, when I came to my room, I saw that all my wet clothes, they're completely dry and just like, looked like somebody just like ironed it. Like if you dry some cloth under the sun, like very hot sun, or maybe like somebody just iron it, like press the cloth. So then I went to school. Because in Bengal sometimes it rains, and after some time, so much sun is coming after that rain. So 3-4 p.m. I came back from the school. Then Prabhupada asked Narahari Prabhu, what is Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari? He went to school. So when I came back to school, Prabhupada called me in his own room, and Prabhupada told me, Narahari Prabhu told me that you had washed all your clothes, so how did you go to school with wet clothes? Gurudev knows everything, Prabhupada he knows everything, but still he asked. Then Srila Gurudeva, Srila Vamana Maharaj told, hey Prabhupada, you gave me instructions and I just needed to follow your instructions. So I just prayed to Nrsimhadeva and I chanted the Nrsimha mantra. And when I saw all the clothes were dry. So hearing this, Prabhupada started to cry. And Prabhupada said, how Nrsimhadeva has so much affection with his devotees. Bhakta Vatsalya. Ramachandra is Praja Vatsalya, affection with his subjects. And Nrsimhadeva is Bhakta Vatsalya, affection with his devotees. So I heard these from the mouth of Gurudeva. So many stories in his life. After Prabhupada disappeared, there was a great earthquake and big problems in Gaudiya Math. What can I say? But Vinoda Bihari Brahmachari, he who had protected all the properties of Mayapur, all the properties of Prabhupada, Vinoda Bihari Brahmachari protected, and still his name was like defamed and went to a case in the justice, and he was arrested in the jail. And at that time, the rule in the Gaudiya Math that without diksha, nobody could eat prashada from your mouth if you have not diksha. But all of them were in the jail at that time. So who would cook for them? So our Srila Gurudeva, Srila Vamana Gosvami Maharaj, Sajjan Sevak Brahmachari at that time. So then he cooked prashada for everyone. And how he was cooking prashad? How he could cook? That's why Vrindavan had speaking controversies, saying that Jajavar Maharaj is his guru and he's his disciple of Jajavar Maharaj. Gave diksha mantras. Gurudev also used to say, so I was preparing the food for 40 people and bringing food to them. About Gurudev, that time doesn't wait for me. But Gurudev was the embodiment of the service. How was Guru Padma? Uttama Bhagavat. Just by seeing him, prema would come in your heart. So I tell, without duplicity, I did not have so much physical association with Srila Gurudev, Srila Vamana Maharaj. Because Srila Gurudev, Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj brought me to Mathura. Then I came to Mathura. Especially my paternal uncle told me to go to Mathura to study Sanskrit. Maybe for some years, a couple of years I studied Sanskrit. But there I studied in Navadvip. Then when I came here, I was supposed to study, but actually I did not. Because I went to collect the responsibility to collect donations was from Srila Prahlada Maharaj. And then Srila Gurudev Narayana Goswami Maharaj told me to help him. Then I would go very early, and 7 a.m. I would go and come back only 2 p.m. They are witness. I used to come back lunchtime. Until nowadays, I'm not giving intensities in what I'm eating. Like I would eat only just some fried potato, or some boiled potato, or some potato, like burnt potato in the fire. Then that I'm eating, and for me, what's enough. So what I want to say is that Gurudev was the personification of the service. How he used to serve so much. Service is the most important thing in our life. What is bhakti? Bhakti is nothing else. You cannot get God by knowledge, scholarship. Only when God appears in your heart. When Bhagavan gives mercy and appears in your own heart, then naturally you will have the realization. Like Maharaj told, very beautiful. That knowledge that you already have from your house, that you have to use in the service of Bhagavan, in the service of Guru Vaishnavas. No need to do anything else. So I want to tell just one thing before finishing. So my health was bad again and again. Many times I was about to die in Mathura. They know everything. Many times I was about to faint. I was like this, my health at that time. Then one time I talked to Gurudev. Gurudev, he wouldn't come so much to Mathura, but one time he came. And I told Srila Vamana Maharaj in Mathura, I said, because the climate of Mathura, I said, Gurudev, the climate of Mathura does not suit me. I want to stay with you. Then Gurudev told Srila Vamana Maharaj, no. Until Srila Narayana Maharaj is here, you have to stay here. I told, but the Shastra is saying you have to hear Harikatha from the lotus mouth of the Guru. First of all. Then Srila Vamana Maharaj told, there's no difference between my katha and the katha of Srila Narayana Maharaj. Don't think it's different. Gurudev explained me so well. Stay in Mathura, he told me. You stay with Srila Narayana Maharaj. Mind. I'm chanting holy names in my mind. At that time, Srila Gurudeva, Srila Vamana Maharaj was preaching elsewhere. Then Srila Gurudev, Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj told, hey Naveen, bring the Japamala. So he gave. Then Srila Gurudev gave him the Japamala. Until nowadays, some people lose the Japamala, but I know, I don't lose my Japamala. This Japamala is the Japamala. Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj gave me. I am chanting this. So I used to chant 64 rounds. Then, okay, after the Harinam I came to Gurudeva. I had this Japamala, and Gurudeva, I think Srila Vamana Maharaj asked me, this Japamala, how did you get this Japamala? I told you, Srila Gurudev gave me. Means Srila Narayana Maharaj. So Srila Vamana Maharaj does this pranam in his head in my Japamala and gave me back the Japamala. Did not chant in my Japamala. So I said, but you're chanting everyone's malas, because everybody wants that Gurudev chant in your Japamala, isn't it? Everybody wants Gurudev to chant in your Japamala. All disciples want that the Guru touch your Japamala. Until nowadays, some disciples say, please Gurudev, recharge my Japamala, recharge it, like chant a little bit more. So Gurudeva chanted in all the Japamalas of everyone, but he only put on his head and gave me back. I started to cry so much, I cried so much, what can I say? Gurudeva touched everyone's Japamala, but in my Japamala, Gurudeva did not touch or just put on his head. So I was crying so much. Then Srila Gurudeva explained to me, there's no difference between Narayana Maharaj and Vamana Maharaj. Especially, Gurudeva was so glorious and ideal that if Narayana Maharaj would accept someone, then he would have so much faith in that person. Srila Vamana Maharaj would always give respect to someone accepted by Srila Narayana Maharaj. So Narayana Maharaj already gave you this Japamala, right? So there's no difference between Vamana Maharaj and Narayana Maharaj. Until nowadays, some people say. So actually, my Nama Diksha Guru, Harinama Diksha Guru, is Nitala Prabhistam Vishnupada Srila Bhakti Narayana Maharaj. This is what I want to say. And my Mantra Diksha Guru is Nitala Prabhistam Vishnupada Srila Vamana Maharaj. There's so many many stories about their life. Many stories. Like Maharaj was telling, he came after. So when we went with Tridandi Maharaj and Trivikrama Maharaj, we went to his house. He was studying at that time. So we went to his house at that time with Tridandi Maharaj. So after 1 year, I think he came, after 1 year. Maharaj came. And especially our Srila Govinda Maharaj, the second Govinda Maharaj. So we were preaching in one part of Bengal. So we used to go, I went together with this Maharaj. So when I see him, I remember something happened 40 years ago. Bankura Prachara, the preaching in Bankura. So we went to preach also with Srila Pujapad Parajataka Maharaj. We went to preach together. That time so much bliss in preaching. God brothers so happy together preaching so much. So Gurudev Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj and also Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj, Trivikrama Goswami Maharaj, they were actually only one. Like the bell, this tree bell is. They offer this bell on the Shiva, and it's actually like one stem with 3 leaves in the ends. One stem with 3 leaves. So in the same way, the 3 in one, like this Trivikrama, Srila Narayana, Srila Vamana, they were like one in one sense. So they were like Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Gurudev is called Brahma. Gurudev Srila Vamana Maharaj. Time is up. Give me more to 4 minutes. What's the problem? Come on. So Gurudeva is called Brahmaji. What is the duty of Brahma? So, explanation, Guru Brahma. Srila Vamana Maharaj is called the Brahma. Why? What is the duty of Brahma? To create. Right? So means he was giving Diksha mantra. At that time, there was only one Diksha Guru in Gaudiya Vedanta Samithi. At that time, Srila Gurudev Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj, he used to give Harinam, but Diksha mantra, no, he wouldn't give Diksha mantra. That's why, Srila Vamana Maharaj used to give Diksha, means he was giving the Diksha mantra, like making disciples. And our Srila Trivikrama Maharaj, if you hear the preaching or the class of Srila Trivikrama Maharaj, all your anarthas will be removed. Because if you listen to his katha, especially for the grihastas, So he used to even kick out the grihastas, like, because they were like laughing, embarrassed, and then they would go away. He would speak directly the truth. Like some person came, old person came to the temple to live in the temple. The other day he was saying, "Why did you come to the temple, huh? This happened in your house, this happened." So he told everything, and laughing and telling the truth. So his katha, in Mathura also, he would tell directly everything. It's something that you cannot even speak, and even you're shy to embarrassed to hear about this, but he would speak. He would speak like directly, like laughing and embarrassed. Everybody would just run away. So he will tell the truth. Srila Trivikrama Maharaj and Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj also, how he was nourishing us from Shada so slowly, how the sadhaka has to develop sadhu sangha bhajana kriyana tanivritti nistha rucha shakti bhav prem. Srila Narayana Maharaj was nourishing the devotees so that bhakti will appear in our hearts. So Srila Gurudev Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj was doing this. That's why Srila Gurudev was called Vishnu. Just like Vishnu, he's nourishing all the jivas and taking care of all the living entities. In the same way, Srila Gurudev Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj, with the philosophy of Bhakti Tattva, he would take care of everyone in Bhakti. That's why did you come to the temple? Why did you come to the temple? To nourish, to grow our Bhakti, to develop in the Bhakti. If your Bhakti is not developing, so you're just eating and sleeping, what is the benefit? So Srila Gurudeva is Brahma, Srila Vamana Maharaj Brahma, Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj Vishnu, and Srila Trivikrama Maharaj is Shiva. So there are the three pillars. This is the conception, the ideal conceptions of Gurudeva, and they were all connected, these three. There are many stories. Again and again he's showing me the watch. I don't want to break the rules of the time, but anyway, the speciality of each acharya. So I pray that all of us God brothers, we can stay together, like maybe some siddhanta where some controversy is there. This is true, because if we stay together, 4 brothers in one house, there's no fight nor quarrel. Of course there is fight and quarrel. Then they meet together again or not? Or otherwise we'll break and everybody goes to one place? No, this is not proper. Just like our acharyas, they put everybody together here. So in the same way, we also have to stay together, all of us. Especially the katha of Disturbance Maharaj. He used to say, I just remember a little bit about Srila Disturbance Maharaj. I'll tell you one thing. He used to say one thing. He used to tell the brahmachari. Should I tell or not? I couldn't get what he said. Like a swearing words, an abusive words. A worm. Like some abusive words specific he was using to the brahmachari. Very stupid. Most stupid of all. One day, Maharaj, I like all your kathas, but he was speaking. Yeah? The Gurudev was speaking Bengali. What he said? So Trivikrama Maharaj told. What he said? Boka Cheta means what? Warm in Bengali. Very low. Worms.
Very lower than kata. Kata means donkey. They are more stupid than donkey. Like this word for Bengali, they are very strictly not using this word. If you using this word, everyone not happy.
Okay.
So if you speak this word, means this person is more bad than the worms, more stupid than these worms. So this is for Bengali people. They are really not happy.
Srila Maharaj told that actually not this Bhaktivedanta Harijana Maharaj, but another Harijana Maharaj from Gaudiya Vedanta Samithi. Our Kaka Guru, Uncle Guru. So it was very hard to stay with him. And also to stay in Chunchura Math with Srila Trivikrama Maharaj was so hard because they would chastise devotees so much, show the ideal behavior. They used to show how to perfect serve Srila Trivikrama Maharaj. He used to serve so well. And if no brahmachari could stay with him, very hard. Maybe 1 or 2, somehow they stayed. Aniruddha Prabhu. He had very big head. He had a very big head, this brahmachari. he used to collect donations. Then he used to go to one football court, football place, and doing passing stooling. And some person who was also playing football there, they complained. Anyway, so I came new to the temple. So my uncle told me, go to Chura temple, need to give some pump in the, like some service there. Then I went to Chunchura Math, me and also Krishna, that Brahmachari Krishna Karunya or Krishna Kripa. Okay, both of us went to Chunchura. So we left 8 o'clock. The train was late. We arrived in Chunchura maybe 2 p.m. Maharaj told to us, did you take prasad before coming here? I already took prasadam. I'm like, oh, what is this, Maharaj? What is this? We arrived and he was already asking, oh, you already took prasadam? You took prasadam before coming here, right? I was feeling so much hungry because we left morning time. It was already like after lunch. Then he said, already you took prasadam, right? Then we went. Umadidi is not here anymore. At the time, the mother of Umadidi, she used to cook so well, the mother of Umadidi. So we took prasad in her house. Then Maharaj also cooked himself. Then he called us. Actually, externally he was very harsh, but his heart was so soft, just like the coconut. Externally, the coconut is so hard, but inside it's so soft. So, Srila Trivikrama Goswami Maharaj, externally he was very harsh, but his internal heart was very soft. So now, today is also his disappearance day. I also offer my obeisance to his lotus feet. If I commit some offense, because I was new at that time, and we see some behavior of the saints and maybe we don't understand. So I also please apologize to, I do obeisance to his lotus feet. If knowingly or unknowingly I committed any offense, please forgive me.
त्रिविक्रम गोस्वामी महाराज की अभी तिथि है एक बार আমরা চুচুড়া আমাদের সঙ্গে গিয়েছি আগে শ্রীল নারায়ণ গোস্বামী महाराज